I feel like I'm on like Ready Steady Cook, but obviously you're not Ainsley Harriott, man.
No, I am no Ainsley Harriott.
But I don't know if you've ever tried his like, you know, like cup of soup things. You know, and you just like put them in there, sachet hot water and stuff like that. They're not nice. Nothing against the guy.
Love you, Ainsley. Alright, welcome to Chat Shit, Get Fed.
Oh yeah.
Got my boy Jack from Southampton here today. So what you got going on?
What have I got going on?
Yeah.
I'm currently in the process of writing some music, sort of studying sound as well, like how to record and do things like that, and sort of, yeah, kind of just finding my path a little bit.
Yeah,
it's good to be writing again. What have you been up to, man? What have you been up to?
Well, you know, I've been modelling more than anything. I want to get more acting going. Also, I want to do more stuff like this because I like cooking, and I thought it'd be quite cool to get people on, chatting, cooking, see what people have got going on.
Yeah.
And then I'm writing my own sort of pilot for like a little comedy series that I want to get going. It's all very hush-hush because I don't want to blurt it out just yet.
Oh, I love that.
I don't want anyone stealing it.
Yeah,
I don't want the 4 viewers of this show stealing it. Do you cook much?
The missus doesn't let me.
No.
Well, she does, and then she shouts at me when I get it wrong. I'm not bitching. But I understand where she's coming from, right? So I'm not bad at the cutting up. It's more.
These don't even have to be cut nice. Just making a soup, and obviously because you're a vegetarian, making a nice vegetarian soup.
Awesome.
Cut them roughly.
That's
and then the little end bits like you chop off that we're not using, put them to one side because I've got in the freezer a little box where I freeze parts of vegetables for stock.
Oh, that's great.
And that's how I make all my little vegetable stock.
That's such a great idea, man.
Have you made vegetable stock before?
No, I'd say I only ever just like used one of the cubes, like the pre-made things. Like,
Yeah.
Like a lot easier, I guess.
It is a lot easier.
Where do I come up to on this? Do I take?
Yeah, to be fair, you can have quite a lot of the old springers.
Springers. Oh, so you like that earlier, did you?
That.
We've got some choppy toms. Yeah. Right, so you keep these little bits here. Not these hairy boys.
No. Oh, I'll keep that as well.
Keep that as well. Back to what I was saying before. Good at like the cutting and things like that. But it's timings. If I've got something on, like say like on the side, and I've got to do something else, and I've got to prep something else at the same time, it goes out the window. And then I just lose it, and I get like.
That happens to everyone though. It's happened to me a few times. I had some sweet potato in the oven because I was going to add that to whatever I was cooking at the time, and we were eating it, and I was like, this is missing something. I was like, oh shit! Like the sweet potato's still in the oven, crispy as fuck.
That's devastating, man.
Tell you what, no offence to Tom, who I had on before, but you are smashing it already. This is way better.
If we could get some close-ups on this, that'd be great.
I'll try.
My mum would be so proud, honestly, if she was watching right now. Like, obviously she'd be like, stop swearing so much. But like, she'd be like, oh my god, look at him actually making things. Like, he never used to do that when he lived with me. Is that right like that, by the way?
That's perfect.
That's great, okay.
I'm just going to put a little rapeseed oil in there, which I hate the name of. I've just realised I always get someone else to cut the onions.
That's fair enough. It's because you don't want to cry and show, man.
I want mascara to run. Nothing needs to be chopped amazingly because where it's going to be soup, it's just all going to get blended anyway. Yeah, but I want all this to cook up a bit more to soften up the carrots. I need to soften up because otherwise it's a bit hard work for the blender.
So if I start crying, you're going to like cut it all out? Yeah.
I'll just make a sequence where it's just you crying to like Backstreet Boys playing in the background.
That's fine. I don't mind that because then it's sort of, it makes me look quite cool.
This guy ain't afraid to show his emotion. Right, bang them in there.
I clean up as I go as well.
Yeah, I normally do. It just makes it easier because otherwise, like, depending on what I'm cooking, this isn't necessarily messy, but sometimes I have like 2 pots, a pan, like a chopping board, and then everything's everywhere, and I'm like, ah, shit.
Aubergine. Is that next?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know like how you're supposed to actually cut it.
I always keep the skin on. I'll keep the skin off amount of things, like even with the carrots, I don't really peel them. I clean them. If there's bits that are like
straggly,
I'll take all that off.
I get you there.
But you've got like a lot of nutrition like left in the skin of a lot of vegetables. But I've seen people like peeling aubergine and stuff like that, but I always keep the skin on the aubergine as well. I
think I was saying to you earlier, like, it's not like I don't like aubergine, but like if it's too overpowering in a dish, I don't think I like it too much. Because I think it's got quite a strong taste.
Can you open the chopped tomatoes?
Choppy tom.
I got some action going on there.
That's ready for you.
Brown lentils.
It's getting them in a bag. And they're really nice.
It was just quite lucky because I found them in a tin. And I've just realised it doesn't have the little pulley cap, so...
Have you got
I don't know. We might have brown lentils in this dish, we might not. Choppy toms.
It's a good name. It's good.
We use it a lot.
Yeah. I can't even take credit for that. Like, I think I stole that off someone.
So I had that at work. I can't remember what, well, I say work, an old job when I was working in insurance.
Okay.
Which was shit. We had a burger place underneath. Obviously, we just sat down all day. And then I'd eat a burger, so I was just like getting fat. There's a guy down there, proper like geezer. So I'll go down and be like, oh, I can have like, blah 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 burger. So, do you want any sauce for that, mate? He's like, yeah, can I have a bit of tomato sauce? He goes, yeah, a bit of Tom. And I was like, that's great.
Amazing,
I love
amazing.
it. Bit of Tom on that.
I like this technique you got going on.
So this is diced. But yeah, so right now we've got the tomatoes, the onion, the spring onion, carrot, got a bit of salt in there already. Now I'm just going to add the vegetable stock. These don't need to be chopped up amazingly either. Actually, just chop the ends off. They don't even need to be chopped at all because they blend up. Because this is what I make. This is all like leftover bits from vegetables. I fry it up a little bit in a pot with a bit of salt, and then add loads of water, and then you leave it boiling for like just over an hour, and then you get nice vegetable stock. Yeah, nice bit of stock. You were saying earlier about you love adding black pepper to everything.
Yeah, man.
I don't think that's just you. Like black pepper, I'll put it on my cornflakes.
I knew this one guy who'd have like cheese on toast at work. He would just grind pepper on it until you couldn't even see the cheese at the top of it. That ain't even an over-exaggeration. This just sounds like you'd be sneezing for the rest of your life.
Oh, I want these. So just chop that like sort of halfway, then the whole thing. Doesn't have to be amazing, then straight down the middle. Just so it's quite chunky. Like mushroom in vegetarian meals because it's got like
I feel like
quite a good meaty substitute.
And I didn't really like mushrooms. Just kind of like really got into them.
While I'm blending, we might not be able to have too much conversation. We can slag off the audience.
Yeah,
they won't hear.
They won't hear. So that audience.
Yeah. So those bastards. Whenever I needed to blend stuff like this, I had to pour it into my NutriBullet, blend it up, but sometimes it doesn't fit in one go. I'll be pouring like 3 lots, it go everywhere. That noise. Just pop in the aubergine in now, because it just, I think it just takes a little bit longer than the mushrooms to cook. Stock box.
I think you should just bring it out just to show people how it's doing. Maybe start it on Instagram.
Hashtag Andy Stockbox.
It's starting to look great, man. I love that. It smells great.
Bang some kidney beans in. Oh,
yeah, let's have a look around. Like that's exactly.
So like, you're from Southampton though, so don't steal the silverware, please.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
That was a low blow. What is that? That's cool. That's a killer blade. These like swimming caps for like really small people. They're literally like boob cups.
That's not where we would keep them.
Yeah, and it smells incredible. Like. I wish everyone could sort of like get their nose over that, man. It's incredible.
Do you know what I heard about? I was working at a company, there were a lot of older people there. Okay. And they were telling me about this thing where it was like a scratch TV or something, and you'd get like a scratch and sniff card sent in the paper. People would be watching TV and they'd be like, now scratch this one and smell it while you're watching TV. I don't think it took off well, but it's still funny though. Adds a bit more soul.
A bit more soul.
And now this bread I definitely baked myself earlier.
I don't know what Tesco's put their name on it.
They're always trying to take down the little guy.
Yeah, no, right.
There's a little job you can do. Slice this however you would please, sir.
I've got some food.
Alright, there's one.
I love the bowls, by the way.
There you go.
Oh wow, look at that.
Now let's find out if this chair's broken or not. Might still be a little bit hot.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it tastes amazing. But God, that's hot.
Yeah, this bread does go really well with it. Yeah, I think it's a good place to start. So much coming on.
No, thank you so much for having me. Do I shake your hand or like do I...
You can have a handshake if you want.
Oh yeah.
Someone got a boo-boo.
After we finished cooking, I slipped on the driest surface in the world, which is bread, and cut my finger.